Ever met a Beatles legend and risked awkward fanboying? Here's my wild tale.
That don't impress me much. I met Paul McCartney once at a comedy club in LA, probably 2012. Yeah, it was wild. My buddy was like, "Hey, no pressure." But there's like 30 people in the crowd. He's like, "No pressure, but Paul McCartney's here." I was like, "Hey, dude, all the pressure." I was doing this joke about Shania Twain at the time, and I was like, it was the only joke I had that was like music oriented, so I was like, I'm gonna do that. It was a joke where I was like, Shania Twain makes it real tough for guys to get on the good side, right? She's always like, so you have a car, that don't impress me much. And I'm like, that took me a long time to save up for it, bitch. I still am making payments on a 2010 Ford Escape, you know? Really dumb joke, you know, I should still do it, you guys like it, right? But Paul, I get off stage and I'm like, I'm gonna walk right past where he's sitting. He's sitting in the back room like this. The door to leave the club is right there. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk past Paul, hoping that he'll kind of like tap me on the shoulder and go, hey, you wanna be best friends forever, you know? That's what I thought in my head. And I walk past him and, lo and behold, he taps me and goes, Adam, that don't impress me much. Very funny, right? And I was like, yeah. Didn't know what to say, right? And then he's like, you sit down, let's have a drink. And I was like, yeah, and he's like, what are we having? And I was like, I don't know, I'll drink anything, I'll do anything to you. I'm very vulnerable right now. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me, you know? And Paul McCartney, I swear to God, goes, let's get margaritas. And I was like, yeah, dude, you could have said, let's piss in each other's mouths. And I would have, started, and so we're sitting there, and I'm not laughing at all. You know how it is when you're sitting next to someone. You want to share. It's what you're all doing here tonight. You go to a show so you can like look at the person next to you and go, "Did you think that was funny too? We have similar sensibilities." You know? We write the same stuff. That's why you go. That's why you go with somebody, right? So Paul sat me down to have that moment, but I'm so nervous. In my head, I'm like, "Don't fucking get hard. Don't fucking fart." You know? Like, I don't know. Like, getting hard is a weird concern, but like, my dick's never met Paul McCartney, so how do I know he wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on over there? Is that Paul McCartney?" You know? So I'm sitting there, just clenching everything, and so Paul would laugh and then look at me for like confirmation of like, did you also enjoy that? You know? And I wasn't listening, so I remember the first time something happened, crowd laughed, he turns to me, and I just was like, oh, yeah. Overcompensated. I didn't want to overstay my welcomes, guys, so I got up at one point, and I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta, cash in my chips early. I don't want him to be like, all right, we're done here, Kick me the fuck out. So I get up and I go, Paul, what an honor, dude. Thanks for the marguerite. Getting to just be around you. Thanks for all the great times and all the tunes. And it's just an honor to meet you. And he was like, yeah, it's so good. And he was like, and what are we cheersing to, by the way? We never cheers. And I was like, yeah, to living it up, man, and just having a great, to hanging out again. And he goes, what else you got? And I was like, I don't know. And he goes, how about to keeping it groovy, baby? I was like, fucking, to keeping it groovy, baby, And then as I walked away, I've never done this before, but I put up a backwards peace sign, and I wanted to, in my head, I go, say peace, man. Like, I saw as far as going, just say peace, man, as you're exiting line, and then throw up a peace sign. But my throat, like, closed up, because I got so nervous, so I go, beep, and then he was like, what's that? I was like, hey. Yeah, sorry, man, it's one of the shitty Beatles songs. Beep, man.